All right, welcome. This is Spray Paint Art Secrets, Chinese landscape painting done with your airbrush, spray paint art style. So we're going to teach you how to do Chinese landscape style painting using spray paint art techniques and a cheap airbrush. We're going to start with the simple techniques that allow you to create the basic effects, the rocks, the trees, etc. And then we're going to start adding in airbrushed backgrounds. I'm going to show you how to create those cloudy skies and then add in all sorts of layers of mountains and clouds in just minutes. Each of these paintings takes 10 to maybe 15, 16 minutes to complete. And they look very complex and lush. And all of these techniques can be done with your airbrush or they can be done with your spray paint cans. So we're going to start simple with black and white, just showing you the basics. And then we're going to start to add in color, a little bit of color in the sky, and go over those same techniques so you really get it down. How to do those mountains, how to use all the different tools. We use a whole bunch of different fun stuff like sponges and torn paper, paper towels, a couple of cleaning supplies, things you might not expect that work with your airbrush really well, and you can learn to paint so many different things. Imagine what you could paint with this. So once we've started adding color, we're going to explore some different styles. Here we've got a very standard spray paint art style sky, and then we're going to add in our mountains using our spray paint art techniques and our cheap airbrush. And then we're going to explore some different styles, different kinds of elements that you might use in your compositions, different things, mountains, hills, rocks and waterfalls, and how to do all that. And again, you can do all this with your airbrush or you can do all this with your spray paint cans. It's up to you which one you like the most, but I'm going to show you some really cool tricks that you may not have heard of before. And how to do the rocks really quickly and make them look real natural, how to do those pine trees using torn paper, and how to paint fast. This is all about the speed of painting. Not just to paint fast, but to understand what it feels like to really improvise, to really have fun improvising. And to really understand what you're doing so that if you do want to paint something that takes a longer time, that you have a palette of effects. You have all kinds of new effects and fun things that you can play with. So here we're using some cleaning supplies that you probably have already in your house, but you didn't know that they did this to paint, to create all those interesting lines in the mountains. Plus a whole bunch of other cool effects. So think about what you would like to paint and check out these videos and learn a whole bunch about the different techniques that you can use, and then plan out your own paintings. Do you want to paint realistic looking landscapes, or do you want to paint very quick improvised landscapes so that you can paint things that you see maybe from pictures? And we're also going to go over how to paint waterfalls. There's a lot of fun techniques that you can do with your spray paint or your airbrush to paint waterfalls, and the different shapes and the different way the water comes down. So there's a lot we're going to learn in this video lesson package. So get it and get started and start learning how to do all this cool stuff today. And if you have any questions, you can contact me, Elisa Amor, personally at spraypaintartsecrets@gmail.com. See you inside. Ciao.